All right, so I'm going to submit to you guys that the Democratic establishment not only has no idea what they're doing, but everything they try to do to fix where the Democrats are at is actually counterproductive. Now, to be fair, Democrats are cleaning house all across the country. But, I mean, I think it's as simple as this is just an anti-Republican vote. This is an anti-MAGA vote. And I told you guys, I thought Democrats, even if Democrats did nothing, they step aside and let Republicans implode, which is what they did. I told you Democrats would win, and they are. But the question is, do you want to win by 10 or win by fucking 25? That's the question to me. And so we have this new polling that just came out that I have to share with you because this really perfectly explains my thinking on the matter. So it's a new CBS News poll, by the way. Fuck CBS News for hiring Peter Attia and then defending him, even though he's in the Epstein files all over the place. And he said he goes into Epstein withdrawal when he's not with Epstein. And he clearly knew about the human trafficking, the child trafficking, and they still fucking hired him. And Barry Weiss is defending him. What a disgusting network. But I digress from that, okay? Here's the percentage describing each party as blank, okay? And this is among independent registered voters. Ready for this? Weak. 70% describe the Democratic Party as weak. Only 50% describe the Republican Party as weak. That's the whole ball game right there. I'm going to come back to that. Only 45% say Democrats are extreme. 64% say Republicans are extreme. So Republicans are viewed as way more extreme than Democrats. Reasonable. Democrats are at 43%. Republicans are at 29%. Democrats have a huge advantage when it comes to being reasonable. Effective. Only 16% say Democrats are effective. 28% say Republicans are effective. Republicans have a massive lead on that category. This one is perhaps the most embarrassing. Only 14% say Democrats are strong, and 36% say Republicans are strong, so Republicans have a big advantage there as well. Okay. So what's the big problem here? Guys, the problem is not what Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries and all the idiot pundits online would have you believe, that, oh, the Democrats went too far defending trans people and defending immigrants and being extremists. They're too woke, bro. This is what you hear from these fucking morons. They're too woke. They've gone too far left. Oh. That's what you hear. That is total fucking horseshit. None of that is true. The reality is exactly what you see here. If only 14% of independent voters say Democrats are strong, that means nearly 90% say, these motherfuckers are weak. They're weak. Okay? Well, we actually have the number. 70% say weak. Only 50% of the Republicans say weak. So Democrats are minus 20 when it comes to being weak. They are, or plus 20, I should say, when it comes to being weak. They're viewed as immensely weak among independent voters. And so what if the way to improve, what if the way to fix the party, what if the way to change is literally just to flip that dynamic? Instead of 14% calling you strong, what if you could make that bitch 70%? What if the party was crusading for its agenda? What if it was crusading against MAGA fascism and imperialism? What if it was crusading against the billionaire class? The parasite, pedophile, rapist, billionaire class of sadists. What if it did that? Honestly, I think that's the key out of this thing. Look, it's not rocket science, man. The problem is not you're too extreme. The problem is not you went too far left, you defend trans people too much or immigrants too much. The problem is you're wishy-washy little weasels who independent voters sniff out. You don't really believe in much, do you? Right? And by the way, this is just independents. I'm sure the numbers among Democrats would sort of be similar, where it's like Democratic voters think the party is fucking weak too. That's a big problem that the Democratic base has with the party. And so that's where you have to flip it. Look, very simply, every single thing, you need to obstruct MAGA with all of your passion and all of your might and all of the energy you can muster. You need to obstruct everything they do. You need to call out all of their bullshit, all of Trump's corruption, all of the fucking warmongering and the imperialism, all of the invasion of U.S. cities, the ICE Gestapo thugs and their crusade and their building of concentration camps. You need to fight them with every single thing you have. And the other thing you need to do is actually represent the opposite philosophy. Trump's whole philosophy is, I'm going to suck off the billionaires and give them anything and everything they want. I'm going to cut your healthcare and give all that money to the billionaires. That's his philosophy. So your philosophy has to be, no, we're going to tax the motherfucking shit out of these billionaires. In fact, it should be 100% tax for all wealth over $1 billion. 100%. You should max out at $999 million. Okay? And then we'll give you a plaque in the mail that says you wanted capitalism and we named a hospital after you, because that money should be taken and given to a motherfucking hospital. That money should be taken and given for people's college or given for people's trade school. It should go into this giant fucking pot that gives people paid time off by law, paid vacation days, paid maternity leave, paid paternity leave. This is what you got to do. So if your agenda is crusading to obstruct and block everything MAGA wants to do, because they're a fucking terrorist death cult, and you should call them a terrorist death cult. If your agenda is that plus Medicare for all, everybody gets health care free at the point of service, living wage, ending the wars, Green New Deal, get the money out of politics, paid vacation time by law, Social Security for all, expand the Social Security program so everybody gets a universal basic income. Shit like this, bro. The PRO Act, so everybody can join a union and make better wages and get better benefits, get more time off. This is what you got to represent. You got to represent that philosophy. The philosophy has to be the billionaires are the problem, the fascists are the problem, the warmongers are the problem. We're gonna go after them and we're gonna fucking deliver on what you guys want. What you guys want is a decent life. What you guys want is fucking financial security. What you guys want is you can go to the doctor without going fucking bankrupt, which is all too common in this country. Whereas other developed countries don't even have medical bankruptcies. It's not a thing. Well, it is a thing here. And it's the worst thing here. It's the number one cause of bankruptcy. So that's what you got to do. And so instead of thinking of, because this is what they do, guys. What they do is they think like, oh, if we paint by numbers properly and we say, we're going to be 17% less pro-trans this year than we were the year before. We're going to throw immigrants 42% more under the bus as we did the last time. This is what they think. Oh, if we're just less pro-immigrant and less pro-trans person, then maybe we'll get some right-wingers to break away and join us. And like, no, that's not, fuck them. The coalition you need in order to win is everybody center-left and to the left of that. You need independents, you need moderates, you need liberals, you need leftists, but you don't need to fucking reach out to the people who think you drink the blood of babies, okay? Because, funny enough, the politicians they support drink the blood of babies. It's the Epstein class that drinks the blood of babies, and they're fucking riding for them. So, no, you don't need to reach out to them. But the way you build that coalition is through fucking strength. Fight for something. Fight against MAGA and fight for social democracy and against the billionaire class. That's what you got to do. Again, it's not rocket science. But the biggest issue here is not, oh, they've gone too far left. It's only 14% of independents think you're strong and 70% think you're weak. You got to flip that. And when you flip that, it not only flips with independents, it flips with your base, and then people are excited to go vote for you. So they're just thinking about politics in all the wrong way. It's all the wrong way. Because again, the thing they keep coming back to is, we got to be more anti-trans, we got to be more anti-immigrant. That's how we win. And it's like, you can't just look at what the other side does and try to like adjust based off of their shit. Their ideology is their ideology, and it is fascism, and it is imperialism, and it is colonialism, and it is immense corruption. You just need to do something totally fucking different and actually represent equality, represent justice, represent the American people, be pro-immigration. Immigrants are just good for the country, full stop. They're just good. Make that argument. Don't fucking give in to them and their bullshit. These people are demons. Don't be a half demon in order to try to win an election. Then you get power and do what? Fuck it up so bad that the next demons come in and take over? I'm telling you, man, this is what you have to address. This is what you have to do.
Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.